On today's show, Judee has the most wonderful dream. She wonders, because the dream felt so good, could the negative symbols that I normally point out mean something positive in her dream? Well, what do you think I'm going to say to Judee? Marti wonders if her dream gives the answer to her health condition. Well, is that even possible? We will find out. Oh, here's a common one. Laura is looking for a bathroom, but the handy one nearby won't do for her. No, why not? Well, we find out the answers on today's show. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the Dream Interpretation Podcast, the show about life transformation through dream interpretation. I'm Michael Sheridan. So why do I focus on dream interpretation? Because it's your first language. Before you learned any other language, you were dreaming. You were dreaming in the womb. You were dreaming for the years up until you could learn to speak. And when you started to speak, you didn't speak coherently. All that time you were dreaming. Why is that language so pervasive? Well, dreams are a message from your higher self to your soul. And when we look at your dreams, we're eavesdropping on what your higher self says is the most important thing in your life right now, today. That's amazing to think that we have access to that information. What is the most important thing in your life? Not what you're worried about in your life, not necessarily, but what is the most important thing? So drop everything else, do what your dreams are saying. That's the purpose of your life, is to do what your dreams are saying, because your higher self is the one that designed your life, designed all the things you need to do in it in order to achieve the goals that your higher self designed for you. And then is telling you through your dreams, this is how true you're being to your purpose. This is what you need to change. This is what you need to add, etc., etc. It's absolutely mind-blowing information and the most important information that you could ever get. And you can get that by sending your dream to the show by going to dream-analysis.com and submitting your dream there. You can also download my free dictionary and have a go at interpreting your own dreams. And that dictionary is made up from thousands of dreams that I've done over 31 years. Just a lot. So what I say all the time is that through analyzing your dreams, I reveal your potential and the obstacles you need to overcome. I tell you what your special gifts are, your special powers. Do you have spiritual abilities? Is there something you should be doing in order to help other people? Yes, and your dreams tell you how. But there's also other things in your life that to you appear like they're in your way. They're blocks that you want to do without. And quite often what our dreams show us is that these blocks or these obstacles are not in the way, they are the way. And that's really reassuring when we know that this problem that I have to solve is part of why I'm here, because it is the abstract becoming physical. We have an issue with an energy, masculine or feminine energy, everything boils down to that. So we have an issue with an energy, and physical life and physical existence allows us to manifest that abstract or seemingly abstract issue into something physical and concrete on the earth plane that we can then deal with. And when we heal that, that's it. We have that blessing for the rest of eternity. That's how important your dreams are. So let's have a look at some people's dreams. So Marti sent in this dream, and in her comments she said, before going to sleep, I asked for an answer to my health problem. If this is an answer, I really need help interpreting it. So here's the thing. Can you do that? Because that's the big question. The answer is yes. Your dreams give you the answers to all your problems, not just your health problems. They'll give you answers to career problems, to relationship problems, to problems with expressing your emotions, problems in feeling confident and so on. All of those things, they're all covered by your dreams. There's nothing not covered. So the answer is we do know that dreams will help you with that. And I've helped many people with serious issues. I don't help them with the issue. I help them with their dream and tell them, go to the doctor, tell them you have this, have them examine you. And sure enough, they have it and they get they get worked on and helped. And it's just huge for them. There's some of the testimonials on my website. Anyway, so Marti's asking this, is that possible? And here's her dream. It's quite short. She says, I'm sitting on a ferry deck, the lower one where the cars usually are, with the sky above me. I'm facing the back of the boat, near the edge which is open to the water, and I watch the pale blue or pale grey smooth water close to the edge as we move through it. I'm not looking far out across the water, but at the water itself. A woman with light brown, wavy hair is sitting cross-legged in front of me, talking to me. I don't remember anything she was saying. I watch the water get further away from me. I realize I am getting further inside the boat, away from the edge and away from the water, though it doesn't feel like I am moving and I am still sitting. Okay, so how do we make a dream be about our health issue? Easy. We write the question on a piece of paper. We say, and put it under your pillow. Say, I'm going to have a dream tonight about this health issue, and I'm going to understand, I'm going to remember the dream, and I'm going to understand the dream so that I know what to do with the information from the dream. And do that, and keep that piece of paper under your pillow until you have that dream. But it does work. It absolutely does work. One of the things I have to remember is to not have your dreams that I've printed out in my bedroom when I'm going to sleep, because it influences my dreams. Anyway, is this about it? Well, I can tell you what this one is about, and I suspect you didn't say what your issue was, so I can't say whether it is or not. So Marti, you can write in and let us know what the health condition is, because I didn't know what to be looking for in your dream. So here we go. Here's my questions. Was mom angry? In this dream, you're facing a woman, so you have to deal with a woman. Usually it's mom. That's why I say, was mom angry? And you do share your age, Marti. You do say you're 70, I believe. So it's still going to be something you carried for a long time, because the belly of the boat here where the cars are, that's going to be about the womb. It's good that you can see the sky above you, but this is something you picked up from way, way, way back. And so you have to deal with a woman, and that's what you have to face. The woman is cross-legged. You say cross-legged, but the word cross, if I was to say I was very cross, then it symbolizes anger, which is why I asked, was mom an angry person? And then the cross-legged legs are to do with moving forward, achieving things in her life, being independent even. So being cross-legged means that this woman impacted you in a way which caused you to hold yourself back in life, and especially emotionally. And I say emotionally because it's a woman, like to retreat. And being at the edge of the boat where it meets the water is being on the edge of life. In your dream, this is pale and grey. So that is also about an emotional repression, let's say, or retreating from your emotions. I'm going to stick with retreating because that's the word you use in your dream. So it is dulled from your time in the womb. You don't you don't even talk to this woman. You don't converse with her, and you don't express yourself. You simply retreat further. Even though you think you're not moving, you're still retreating. So it's an emotional thing, not a physical movement. And she's both mom and your feminine aspect. And this has to do with your philosophy of life, your inner world, your feelings, your paradigm view. What is your paradigm view? What do you think about sharing emotions? Do you feel nobody wants to know, or they couldn't be interested, I'm just going to skim the surface, etc.? Now, you asked, is it about your illness? Well, I don't like the fact that you're facing towards the back of the boat as it pulls further away from the land. So this is you facing your past, and it's what you do. Your past has captured your focus. What I would do, regardless, is I would re-enter this dream, and it doesn't matter that it's a while ago, and imagine yourself moving to the front of the boat and looking to the horizon and sharing your joy, which you will have to muster, I know that, with the people around you. So the first time you do this, the first time you re-enter this dream, so get into a meditative state, visualize the dream again, and then see yourself getting up out of the chair, walking to the front and right to the edge of the water and look into the future, which is what looking to the horizon on the front is about, and being super happy, super joyful, and have happy people around you too that are joyful with you, and share with them. Don't just be quiet. You want to share with them, like, this is amazing. This is a 1 in a million sailing, where you get all these things that come together. Enhance the image. And you may have to do this a number of times, a number of days in a row, but you keep doing it until what I just said to do becomes very easy to do. And that's how we reprogram our subconscious. That's the message of the dream. That's what it's trying to do. It's saying it's practical. The woman had brown hair, light brown hair. So this is a practical thing for you to do. So do that, and it's going to help you regardless of what other issues you have. But I hope it helps. So now let's move on to Laura. She says, I'm a 29-year-old white woman. She says that because a black man shows up in the dream. And I've been married for 2 years. I am a first-generation immigrant, and I didn't always have a great relationship with my parents, especially when I was in high school. They were very controlling and very anxious. We are currently working through a lot of our issues with good success, and I feel closer to them than I ever have been. I am close to my 15-year-old sister and feel happy and positive when I spend time with her. The blonde waitress in the dream is somebody I knew. That's okay. And she just gave birth to a second baby. So that's a positive in a dream. You say, I'm in my last year of graduate school and I'm currently working as a psychotherapist. And I lost a baby last year when I was 28. So she didn't carry a baby to term. Sorry to hear that. But I'm delighted to hear you're working as a psychotherapist. Because there's plenty of people need help. So you say, here's the dream. I'm at a seafood restaurant with my family, my mom and 5 younger sisters. So all girls in your family. We're sitting at a round wooden table, and at one point my youngest sister, who's 15, needs to go to the bathroom. So I decide to go with her. We walk past the restaurant kitchen and other diners seated in the restaurant. On the way to the bathroom, I noticed that one of the waitresses is a blonde girl I used to go to school with in junior high and high school. We were never close, but we say hello to one another. You say, the next thing I remember is I'm walking my little sister back to our table, and I decide to use the bathroom as well. However, for some reason, I have to use a bathroom a few blocks away from the restaurant. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. So, hope I can find that piece when I look down. So a few blocks away from the restaurant. The start of it is about family influence. It says that you have digestive system issues because we see a wooden table being mentioned at the very start. The fact that you mention it's wooden means you have digestive system problems. You're also at a restaurant with just to do with eating. I like it seafood because that's about spirituality. It's like you're meant to work in the spiritual field. That's for sure. Your youngest sister, who is 15, that brings you back to that time in your life, and it asks you to eliminate anything up to that point. And that's what her going to the bathroom is about. And you're going to help her to do it. Like if you decide to go along with her to the bathroom. So everybody's you in the dream. So your sister at age 15 is really you at age 15 and letting go of stuff around that age. And we know it's connected to feminine side because it's your sister. Now, in a dream, you only have sisters, but you could easily have had a brother in the dream. So, dreams just are what they are. And all the women around the table is also going to be about express, and the fact that it's a round table is going to be about your feminine aspect. You say you notice one of the waitresses is a blonde girl. So that's a guide. A waitress is a guide. She has a healing ability. So you have a hands-on healing ability as well. So realize that you've got the hands-on healing ability. But blonde girls, blonde in dreams, especially guides, they encourage you to get in touch with your own femininity. That's the point of the blonde hair in the dream. Like, this is going to be really pure and great for you to do. So that's what the dream wants you to do. Get in touch with your ability to feel how you are and express your feelings in a way that's positive. Not like you're only looking for the good things in life, but you're able to share and not blame other people for how you feel, and so on and so on. So anyway, you say you bring your sister there, and that's good. But then you have to find one a few blocks away. So that means there's blocks that you need to overcome and you need to eliminate. Bathroom, again, is about elimination as well as your own elimination system. Like, you go past the kitchen and other diners. So we know digestive system trouble is definitely there. And because the dream is connected, it's saying working on these issues is going to help that for you. You say, I walk out of the restaurant and take a right onto a street that I know will lead to the bathroom. So this is about your career helping you to work through the issues. That's what being out on the street is about. And so it's good. You're probably looking at your sister and helping your sister, but that's your skill set. You're able to do that. Probably what drew you into the career that you're in. But for you, your career is going to help you, which is good. I'm in the neighborhood in which I spent my teenage years. So again, your sister's 15. You're back to when you were a teenager. It is nighttime. The next thing I remember is that I'm heading back to the seafood restaurant. So nighttime is like, I don't really understand this. I'm still in the dark when it comes to healing my issues. And I can guarantee you, because the same thing has happened for me, working with so many people over the years, I would work with people who have issues close to the issues I had. And I would be looking for something major and saying, okay, for me to have this issue, something really, really strong and horrible had to happen. And what I've realized from working with people is that's not always the case. And so when you see something very subtle change a person, like mold them in a negative way, you can learn a lot about yourself and how to heal yourself from that. I certainly have. So your career is going to help you too. It's not just for you helping other people. You say, I'm heading back to the restaurant and I'm walking alongside a tall black man in his early 20s with a young black boy. I assume the boy is his little brother. The man and I start talking and I'm struck by his openness, his smile and sense of humor. So this is what you need to be. You need to be open. It's all about being open. Now, normally I would, when we see boys and men in dreams, I would be talking about masculine issues, but we know your dream is about feminine issues. And it comes up here again because you say, we exchange numbers and start texting. I remember our text messages are green. Well, green is the color of the heart chakra. So there you go. That's it. And you say, I don't want to separate from the man, but I leave him and the little boy at a bus stop and say goodbye. So here's what your guides said for me to focus on. Obviously, there can be relationship stuff there. And Laura, by all means, I'm going to send you a link and you can book me and we can talk about this in detail. You can ask the questions I don't cover on the show because there is obviously a lot more in this dream. So anyway, they say, forget the idea that mom and dad may have wanted a boy, either that you could have been male or that your child would have been the boy they wanted. You are not living your life for your parents. And I love how you connect with the man and the green text. This is about connection through your heart, like I said, and it's healing for whatever age the boy is at this part of the dream. So how old is he? That's when it's healing for you. And we know it's your teenage years, but the boy is probably younger than teenage years. So it's healing for all of that, which is excellent. That's the point of the dream. You say, I head back into the restaurant and I notice that my family is gone and our table has been completely cleared off. Well, that's really good. The table being cleared off is very healing for your digestive system. It's all about cleansing your digestive system. Cleansing the issues cleanses your digestive system. You say, I instinctively know. So this is going to come up in a bit. Instinctively know. So you get hits on things. You get insights into things that this dream brings up again with another symbol. But you're asked to rely on this because you've got that gift. And they're planning a surprise for me, but I play dumb. I ask a waitress where my family is, and she says they went to the basement and will be right back. I take a seat at the empty table, and my family suddenly walks up towards me. My mom is carrying a small round white birthday cake with lots of candles, and my family begins to sing happy birthday to me. So sitting alone at a table, that's a classic symbol to say you have counseling skills. So as a psychotherapist, having chosen that career, that's really good because you have it. The dream shows that you have it. But the dream then tries to heal one of the issues you've got, like family not being there for you. But in this dream, they come back, they're going to surprise you, and they're celebrating your birthday. So happy for you to be born. And this is going to go back to the start of your life, really. That's what birthdays in a dream are about. And them celebrating it there. And they've lots of candles. So I said another symbol was going to come up for intuition. That's what the candles are. So you brought this strong intuition with you that works through feminine energy. So you want to use it, heal any feminine energy blocks in order to get there. You say, suddenly the entire restaurant joins in and starts singing too. I feel happy, but pretend to be embarrassed. I notice a white. Okay. So you say two things. You say, I play dumb. You know what was going to go on, but you play dumb. And then you pretend to be embarrassed. So you want to really display your emotions the way they are. And I don't mean put them on display. I mean, share how you feel, not share what you think other people will put up with. And this is common for people who didn't really have a good bond at the start of life. We try to analyze things and figure out what's the best way for me to act in this situation. And then we act that way. Anyway, you say, I notice a whiteboard on the wall with the number 28 written on it in black marker. And I realize that it is my 28th birthday. I find this a little odd as I am currently 29. I wonder if I should blow the candles out before I wake up. I'm glad you didn't blow them out, but it would be okay. So really this dream is saying you were reborn at age 28. Through your pregnancy, your intuition, which is feminine energy connection, like I said, has been reborn. So too has your channeling connection, and that's given by this singing. So we've two abilities there. Celebrate this for yourself and let others celebrate it with you. In other words, share it. So share your channeling, share your intuition, share what you've got with people. And the other people, the strangers in the restaurant, are singing along with you, celebrating with you. So that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to share that gift. You need to overcome a black and white view of things. You have the gift of projection. And I say that because of the board, the whiteboard. So you have that ability. You can influence people. You can hypnotize. You can do absent healing and projection, like I said. But seeing things as black and white will restrict that. So you don't want to have that black and white view. That's hard to get rid of. It's not going to be in every area of your life. So you should know where it is, and it's something you need to overcome. But realize things are not just good and bad. Things can be a mix. Don't force things into one camp. Allow that good things come out of what you perceive as bad things. But that will bless you for the rest of your life. Pick one crazy thing that you would never do and do it for the baby that you lost. Say to yourself, this is something he would have done, so I'm going to do it for him. It's not really for him, it's for you. He's just helping you to get there. That's the point. So, like I said, I'm going to send you an email. You can book me and we will talk about it. And that's true for anybody whose dreams I do. You can book me, we can talk about your dreams. So another crazy incentive for you to send your dreams into the show. So here's another one I teased at the start from Julie. I wonder, should I just dive straight into the dream? Because she has comments, and it's an old dream. She says, this dream is from 14th of October 2020. And Judee, I remember looking at this dream before, so I don't know if I did it on the show. I suspect I did. And maybe you missed it. But here it is again. And I'm sure my interpretation is going to be the same. You said you listened to Beyond Wisdom Soup talking about prophetic dreams with views way high up. I've never had a dream come true that I could tell, and I don't think this one is prophetic. Do you? Well, no, I don't. But you do have the gift. The dream has a wonderful feeling, and I remember really wishing I could be there in real life. And then she gives an interpretation, which is great. I love it. So I'm at the top of a mountain in some other way, very high up with another person or two. So that's good to see yourself high up. Sometimes I talk about that being about you being intellectual, and you probably are intellectual, Judee, that you probably have that too, but it also is going to be about your vibration. It's good that you're high up here. And the reason I say that is because we see a gift straight away. You say, I think we were inside looking out of a very large window. So you have a strong intuition, but you say this window is so big, there was no obstruction to seeing everything. So have you ever had prophetic knowings about things? You said you don't ever remember having a dream. So we can rule it out from your dreams, given that you've never had the memory of that. But have you ever had a prophetic knowing about something and then it comes to pass the way that you saw it in your vision? Or just knowing. It doesn't have to be a vision. It can be a feeling about things. So you say, there was no obstruction to seeing everything. I look out over the view, which is breathtaking. I tell the others that this is the most perfect view I have ever seen. There is a broad plain, and then beyond that there are hills, and then beyond the hills there are high mountains. And everything had a light dusting of snow on it. Okay, so if it was a prophetic dream, there wouldn't be mountains in the distance and things obscuring your view. Now you can see everything close by. And so it's really good. So your intuition gives you lots of insights into things, big insights. You need to really rely on your intuition. I said that the only thing that was missing was water. And then I saw a river running through it. Then we were much closer to it all, and there was a town. And the river had been cleared of the snow so people could ice skate. I was thinking it was nice, a nice town to move to. Everything was so very attractive. And you call the dream the perfect view. So here's my question. Do you like to ice skate? Or do you like to watch people ice skate? Is that a beautiful scene to you, seeing people ice skate? Anyway, that's what your guides say that the focus is on. You liking the view, and it's like, it's charming. I could sit and have a tea here while I watch people ice skate. And so it's still you being distant, which is what the snow is about. It is about being cold. So you said, can it be positive in this dream? And the answer is no, it can't. So it still shows you being distant, observing rather than participating. You're enjoying vicariously living through others. Let's put it that way. Although that might be an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. So the dream says you need to step into things, activate your spiritual side. I love how you, in fact, I know you already do, but I love how you made the river start running through it and then all the people show up. So, but that's what it is. It still is the negative, I'm afraid. We can't, just because we like it, we can't change the meaning of it. We can in some cases, but not in this, not with snow. So, quick look at the time. What can I fit in here? All right. This one is from Sabrina. She titles it Blocking an Opportunity. She says, apparently I'm blocking an opportunity in waking life. How do I know what that opportunity is and what I'm doing to block it? Well, you channel, because Sabrina, I know you can channel, so you better do that. Here's the dream, very short. My sister and I were getting ready. I think we were in a hotel. We went out of the room to a different area or room. She went back in, and when I tried to get back in, it was locked. I was knocking and she couldn't hear me. I felt like I didn't know how I was going to get in because I figured she was probably in the bathroom and I wasn't able to be loud enough so that she would hear me. Okay, so as with all the other dreams that I'm doing here, we are getting insights into what the message between the dreamer's higher self and their soul is. And we're intercepting that to see what the most important message in their life today is. So you send your dreams to me and I will tell you what the most important thing that your higher self is talking to you about. But realize, as I'm giving these to you, what were your dreams about when I'm talking about Sabrina? What were your dreams about last night? What did you learn about yourself? Do you know? If you don't know, this is why you need to get into dream interpretation, or at least have somebody competent do your dreams. There's lots of rubbish out there, so be careful what you do and where you go. So look what's happening in this dream. You're not heard right at the start of your life. And that's what the hotel is about, right? So feeling like you were not heard is the issue. And you need to let go of that. And that's given by the sister being in the bathroom. Because even in the dream, you're kind of like, yeah, well, she's probably not going to hear me because she's in the bathroom. But bathrooms are to do with elimination. She's in a hotel bathroom. So it's elimination of the influence from mom at the start of your life. And also allow yourself to move forward. Why do I say that? Because you went to a new area, but then wanted to go back. So enjoy the change of position, the change of viewpoint, of opportunity. Let go of the past and embrace the future. And yeah, I know that is easy for me to say, and I realize that you are American and every American owns a gun. We all know that. So I am risking my life saying that to you, but I'm willing to take the risk if you are too. P.S. Don't shoot me. All right. So that's my show for this week. I do hope you enjoyed it. Our mission with the Ashling School is to get everybody in touch with their life purpose, in touch with their higher self, and to start doing the things they came to do here and start working on the things they came here to work on. But it's an absolute pleasure doing the work I do. I love it. I love helping people heal their traumas and sending them out into the world, knowing that that transformation is going to hold for the rest of their life. I will see you next week. Take care. Go to dream-analysis.com right now and submit your dream that you just had. You know you want to. dream-analysis.com.